Hey guys, Bubba here. Hey, I thought I'd do a different one tonight. I saw this on Twitter, nuclear war drums. And I saw it on Arabic 21 or Arabi21.com. And I wanted to talk about what they say is coming. And since it's in Arabic, I wanted to read it to you guys right now. Here goes. You might think that for any country to resort to the use of nuclear weapons is very crazy, given the dire circumstances that this would have on the world. However, the recent announcement by Russian President Vladimir Putin of his country's readiness to use nuclear weapons to defend Russia from what he called European nuclear blackmail put the world on alert for what is to come. Until this moment, we cannot speculate whether the statements of the Russian president were serious or merely threatening, and in both cases, the possibility of resorting to nuclear war remains. And according to everything that's going on with Putin, let's go on a journey together. You know, what you want to call it, what you want, but it's a journey to hell to find out what will happen to the world when the current war in Ukraine turns into a nuclear war between Russia and NATO. And we've seen how they've done there in Syria. And this journey to hell, I mean, Russia is receiving defeat after defeat in its war in Ukraine. And this matter has become difficult for it in light of the support of NATO and the European Union to Ukraine with all kinds of money and brand new equipment. And voices within the Kremlin in favor of launching a warning nuclear bomb are also increasing. Can you imagine that? A warning nuclear bomb. I mean, literally, this whole matter now stands with everything going at the press of a button to save face for Russia and its leaders and force NATO to retreat. Question is, will they? Indeed, in the hope of stopping the progress of the United States and NATO, Russia will fire a warning shot at the NATO base near the city of Kaliningrad, where it will be wiped out completely. And as you guys probably know, whoever receives the first blow must respond with another blow in order to prevail. So NATO will return with a nuclear bomb targeting a Russian base through the Air Force. 2 nuclear bombs. Despite their great impact, the world can comprehend their consequences, but will the Russians and NATO, will it stop there? I don't think so. I mean, the fighting could then escalate into a tactical nuclear war in Europe, where Russia will then end up sending 300 nuclear warheads via airplanes and short-range missiles to strike NATO bases and advanced forces in Europe. And in just 3 hours, about 2.6 million lives will be lost from this nuclear war. This huge volume of nuclear missiles is enough to destroy Europe and set it back decades. But is the war over? Because 2.6 million lives are going to be lost in these first 3 hours. You know, this is only the beginning. I mean, this time NATO will then be launching a nuclear strike, a strategic nuclear strike, with 600 nuclear warheads from American soil and its prepared submarines in the heart of the ocean towards Russia. 600 nuclear warheads from the American soil. Before the infrastructure of Russia is completely destroyed and disrupted, Russia responds with a simultaneous strike by launching a good package of missiles through its mobile armored vehicles and submarines towards Europe and the United States, bringing the death toll now to 3.4 million. With the aim of preventing the recovery of either side, both NATO and Russia will target more than 30 vital cities and important economic centers on both sides, using 5 to 10 warheads per city, depending on its population density, killing more than 85.3 million people in just 45 minutes. So what happens after the catastrophe? Well, in the long term, the radioactivity resulting from a large-scale nuclear attack will cause an increase in the number of cancers and other global diseases. There will also be major climatic effects, as it will cause the extermination of crops, which will lead to widespread famine, which means that everyone will suffer during and after this war. And you may wonder about the reality of this scenario, but you may think that it is just fiction. But I hate to tell you that this perception is not a fantasy, but rather a simulation prepared by a specialized team at Princeton University for Science and Global Security in the event that the current war in Europe turns for a nuclear war. Guys, this is coming to pass very soon. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you here, there, or in the air. I'll see you soon.